Were there really small date Lincoln cents made in 1974? I'm Chuck Daughtrey from Coppercoins.com. I'm right here to answer that question for you. Well, in fact, there were large date and small date 1974 Lincoln cents minted. One here on the left side is a large date, and the one on the right side is a small date. Now, the large date came out first, the small date was second. And how do I know that? Well, there were about 1.5 million 1974 Lincoln cents minted in late 1973 and early 1974, and they're all large date. A little bit later on, well, actually, there's only about 5 to 12 of these known to exist right now. Most famous specimen is passing around through different collections. And there's only one known 1974D aluminum cent. It happens to also be a large date, and there is no record of exactly how or why it was minted. So the differences between large and small date. Well, this one happens to be a large date. If you look at the 9 and the 7 of the date, they're quite thick. Let's take a look at the small date now. I'll go back and forth for you so we can discuss the differences and you can see them right here on camera. There's a small date. The small date, the 9 and 7 are much thinner. Now if we go back over to the large date, look at the distance between the 4 and the rim. Not very much distance there. Look at the small date, the distance is larger. Back to the large date, look at the word trust. And "In God We Trust" is all roughly the same distance from the rim. And so here you have the trust of the large date, very close to the rim, almost touching the rim. And then on the small date, it's a little bit farther away. Those are the chief differences that you'll notice. But if you have trouble, I have a helper for you. Here's your helper. The 1974S Lincoln cents. All of the large date Lincoln cents have the earlier type of S mint mark, and the small date have the later type of mint mark, type 1, type 2 mint marks. Here's your mint mark types. S style of 1971 lasted from 1971 to 1974, and in 1974 it was the type that went on the large date Lincoln cents. Now, the other style of S, from 1974 to 1979, this is actually the filled S style for the 1979 proof Lincoln cents. But the small date S style was on the small date Lincoln cents, and all proof Lincoln cents from 1974 are large date, but they do use both mint mark styles. So if you talk about mint state Lincoln cents from 1974, you've got the large date and the small date. The large date has the earlier style mint mark, and the small date has the later style mint mark. There's your two styles, very different in appearance. And then with the proofs, all proofs are large date, but they do have both of the two different mint mark styles. So if that's not confusing enough, I don't know what is. Now, with the aluminum coins, there are fakes out there. This is one fake, actually has copy stamped on it, but it's a very crude-looking fake. If you look at a real Lincoln cent, the design and details are far different from this particular piece. But there are some that will come to fool you a little bit more easily, like this one. This is a fake 1974 aluminum Lincoln cent. You can tell because, well, the 9 and 7 are kind of mushy, and you don't have a whole lot of hair detail. Everything looks a little bit grainy with this coin. Now, I do have available on lincolncent.com. You can buy both types of the 1974S proof types. You've got the type 1 and the type 2 mint marks. You can get those for $4.95 a set on lincolncent.com, or you can stop by the eBay store at Coppercoins. You can purchase those, or I've also got the 6-coin set. 1974 Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco large and small date types. 6 coins in all for $5.29. You can stop by the Lincoln Cent store, lincolncent.com, or you can come visit us on eBay. You can search for Coppercoins on eBay. That's all I got for now, folks. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. And have fun collecting.